Jack Charlton, not the last out for Leeds United, the substitute behind him. So Chelsea raked to the left. And that is the Chelsea team still wearing their tracksuits. There is the team, one positional change from the Wembley game. It's a significant one. Harris, number 2, to Mark Gray. Now, young Alan Hudson, hoping to clinch a cup medal in his first glorious season, just couldn't make it. The team has a 4-3-3 look about it, with Baldwin, Osgood and Hutchinson up front, Hollins, Houseman and Cook looking after the midfield. Leeds have had their scares, and Sprake, injured against Celtic, hasn't made it. David Harvey comes in for his second FA Cup toe. Leeds, too, will be operating 4-3-3 with Jones, Clark and Lorimer doing the striking, Bremner, Giles and Gray the midfield. Now, this will be a battle of two great teams, but there'll also be some intriguing personal battles. Eddie Gray, the man of the match at Wembley, and his wizardry could work once again. David Webb, he'll be a centre-back this time, with Harris taking Gray. Jack Charlton, on his brother's home ground, will want to keep Osgood quiet once again, as he did at Wembley. Peter Osgood knows he was reduced to an anonymous role at Wembley and means to prevent a repeat performance. Peter Bernetti, one of the great goalkeepers, not only in England but in the world. So the two captains have tossed up. The referee, Mr. Eric Jennings of Starbridge, his two linesmen, Bob Mathewson of Little Halton near Bolton, a former professional player, and Mr. J.H. Jackson of Huntingdon. The wind is blowing strongly from left to right. So, Mick Jones, the pair of feet, right in the middle. Giles, number 10, and it's Leeds who kick off. Hunter. Harris. Charlton sensibly using the wind. Harvey's first feel of the ball. His first feel of the ball in the European Cup semi-final was when he picked it out of the net. He came on as a substitute. Lorimer. Clark. Lorimer. Oh, and almost an own goal by Dempsey. The luck went with him then. So, to Leeds, Bremner, Lorimer, number 7, Baldwin, and Cooper, as majestic as he was at Wembley. Gray, Bremner, Gray. Foul. Gray was brought down. Eddie Gray was stripped by Webb. So once again, Gray is torturing Webb. Baldwin's number 7, Osgood, and Bremner for Leeds. And Bremner tripped. Clark back to Bremner. A foul. Bremner foul by Houseman. There's Houseman wearing number 11. Houseman wearing his number 11 and not the number 8, as everybody expected. Free kick to Leeds. Jones. Hollins. And Cooper up with the attack. Oh, the Chelsea defence rather. There's Cooper who put that ball across so beautifully. He's a great overlapping back. A Cook. Hollins. Preedy finding Cook. Preedy. Harris. Osgood. Osgood, I think, thought he had his ankles tapped then as he tried to worm his way through, but it was quite accidental. Clark didn't get high enough for that one. He jumped badly. Now Cooper always ready to snatch up this loose ball. Oh, and it's a Lorimer. And not a soul there. Clark. Lorimer. He might have done better if he'd gone down and headed it. And Chelsea were in terrible trouble then. Peter Lorimer. Hutchinson pushing down Cooper. Free kick to Leeds. Giles. This is Gray. Jones, oh, what a great save by Benetti. Oh, tremendous save by Benetti. And as Gray pulls this in, what's the flick, and then the great save. A tremendous effort, reflex effort by Peter Benetti. A Hunter. Giles to Bremner. Clark. Oh, an inch away, no more. And Alan Clark, and he took that onto his left foot, was only an inch away from the post. Benetti stranded. Well, the Chelsea fans now, no wonder they're looking a wee bit apprehensive, because Chelsea in real trouble, I would think. Hutchinson determined for that one. No. Houseman. Cook. And oh, Charlton putting his goalkeeper in terrible trouble. Charlton must have taken leave of his senses then. Charlton kicked the ball out of his own goalkeeper's hands after waiting for the goalkeeper to take the ball. And now it's a free kick to Leeds. Almost incessant Leeds pressure. Bremner with the throw for them. Madeley. Jones. And Benetti is hurt. And Nick Jones saying, I went for the ball, but the referee is telling him to be a wee bit careful. Couldn't get across to that even if been fit. Great tragedy for Peter Benetti. But I doubt whether he'd have got it, so the Leeds fans can really go to town. And Jones has scored the important first goal. Jones back to Cooper. Webb to Jones, to Gray. Gray brought down by Harris, and Harris has caught him behind that left knee. Harris acknowledging what he did. And Alan Clark not liking it, dropping like a badminton shuttlecock. Webb. Hunter. And the whistle goes for half-time. Leeds United in the lead by 1-0. The scorer, Vic Jones. There's Vic Jones, signed for £100,000 from Sheffield United. Scored the goal just after Peter Bonetti had been injured in a collision with him. Chelsea kick off for the second half. Now, Hollins. Chelsea now are facing the strong wind. Number 3, Cooper. Clark. Giles has got through so much work. Good tackle by McCready. Hunter. A Cook. Cooper. And Cooper showing where he got the Harris's studs. It's Osgood. Charlton. Oh, Charlton right at Osgood. And Osgood went into Charlton. And there could be trouble now for somebody. Now there's Bob Matthewson, the linesman, an ex-professional player himself. And Cooper's got all his trousers ripped. There's Cooper getting new pair of pants. But let's see what happens to the referee. And Charlton and Osgood have got away with it. Houseman. Osgood getting up well to that one to Cook. And Charlton. And Charlton brought down from behind by Cook. And Charlton giving Clark a bit of stick for not moving forward. Osgood, Hutchinson and Webb all up there. And it's a corner kick. It's a throw-in, and that's as good as a corner kick when Hutchinson's going to take it. The second time we've seen the long throw near to the goal line. Houseman for Hutchinson to Cook. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Leeds in the lead, 1-0. Hollins to Hutchinson. And now then, Clark's got a great chance. Jones racing up in support. What a great tackle by Webb. Hunter. Gray back to Cooper. Leeds got much more drive. And Cooper kept it in. Giles. It's a corner. It was deflected. Johnny Giles really hit it. And as that one came across, miracle it was kept in. And Giles raced onto it, hit it, and it must have hit Dempsey and just scraped past the post. Decided that was his ball and went for it. Number 4, Hollins. Osgood. Baldwin. That's the first time that Chelsea have come close to a goal. Hunter. And McCready. Wasn't hit him too hard against Bonetti. Bonetti stayed. Eddie McCready, number 3. Ooh, Madeley didn't quite get to that one. Osgood. That's Cook who suddenly sprinted away. And Osgood and Bremner. And, oh, Hutchinson right into Bremner. There was no excuse for that. And he must be booked. And that's Bremner who got it in the knee, but really Hutchinson asked for trouble. Houseman to Hutchinson. Well, almost everybody's getting the stick from the crowd one way or another. Collins, but here's Cooper. Oh, what a save from Benetti! Oh, 10 out of 10. Lorimer with the throw for Leeds. Clark. Oh, Baldwin in trouble, now it's Cooper. And a great save again by Benetti from Cooper. And Cooper snapping up that mistake by Baldwin. Benetti covering the near post and brilliantly turning it round the post. But a bit subdued at the moment. Harris. Finding Baldwin now. Collins again. Osgood. Now Hutchinson. Cook. And Osgood! Oh! Brilliantly scored by Osgood. Ran beautifully off the ball. And Charlie Cook, the man who made it, slugging the ball brilliantly. Osgood running on the blind side of the defence, lining the ball with his head, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. One each. So Osgood has equalised, and the Chelsea fans have suddenly erupted. They've been rather subdued. So one goal each. Clark, he volleyed that ball beautifully to Gray. Clark. Giles hanging back in space. This is Giles. Hunter to Cooper. He's looked a danger man all the match, this fellow. Jones has Bremner there. Oh, he's taken it right in his face. McCready's face. McCready's feet in Bremner's face. And Harris. McCready spawning his back, helping Bremner, but it's Osgood. Osgood got Hutchinson on his right. Here's Hutchinson. It's the side netting. And the trainer comes on to Bremner. And the Leeds players are saying, surely that must have been dangerous play because McCready was in full flight. McCready is there helping Bremner. And Bremner must be wondering what hit him. Cooper having as great a game as he did at Wembley. Now Bremner. And he's fouled. And Bremner letting his temper get the better of him. Oh, and Hutchinson's asking for trouble. Charlton to Giles, to Cooper. Dempsey. Bremner to Giles. And Cook tackling like a demon. We don't expect that of him. And now it's Houseman. And Madeley coming up like an Olympic sprinter. Into Osgood. And Bremner now back in defence. To Giles. What a match this has been. Lorimer. In goes Jones! Oh, we'd only got an inch higher, it would have been the winner. What a sensation. Well, this game owes nothing to the Wembley final. It's just been a continuation of it. Goal kick to Chelsea. And the whistle goes for the end of the FA Cup final replay. 1 goal each. And it's another half hour. Leeds to kick off. 1 goal each. On Madeley. Once again, it's a test of stamina as well as skill. Cook. Cook inside the Baldwin. To Osgood, number 9. Collins. That's too much for Hutchinson. Ray, Remner, Cooper. Well, not much doubt about that foul by Baldwin on Cooper. Not a nice position in which to concede a free kick, especially not at such a vital time. 5 minutes before half-time in extra time. Giles, oh, it's curling away from the goal, a beautiful one. Lorimer. Oh, Benetti's still a world-class goalkeeper. If you can take one from Lorimer. Great save by Benetti. To see this as a sign that they're getting on top. If a man like Norman Hunter's going down, so now they're trying to lift their team. Osgood just having a rest. 1 or 2 of the players are sitting down, but up they've got to get. Throw to Chelsea. And Hutchinson building up the position for one of his famous long runs near to the penalty box, and up goes Dempsey and Webb as Hutchinson prepares to take the throw. And then Strummer, it's a goal! Yes, a goal! Webb! Webb has scored. What a throw that was! And just look at it, it's a free kick, not a throw. And a backheader from Charlton, and there's Webb, number 6, getting up to it. So, David Webb has sent the Chelsea fans wild. Free kick to Leeds. And Don Revie looking very, very perturbed now. Gray. Giles. Gray. Charlton has moved up into the penalty area. But Gray can't beat them all. Cooper. Charlton. Benetti. Playing the game of his life despite his injuries. Osgood. Houseman, and it's 3 against 2 at the moment. And offside. Offside. Well offside by a mile. And Hutchinson can't really expect a goal for that. Wondering what else they can do now. This is Gray. Man of the match at Wembley, Bremner. And Johnny Giles. Throw. And Osgood going off. Osgood goes off. Osgood's gone off, and Hinton has gone on. So Chelsea have traded an attacker for a defender. And on the goal line, 9 Leeds men in the Chelsea penalty box. Gray, oh, and it's off the line. Played off the line by McCready. Well, you're bound to get that in these situations. Leeds piling on everything now, desperate for the equaliser. Charlton. And it's Cook. And they've left Houseman unmarked. This is Houseman. Houseman now to Hollins. A quick break by Chelsea. Hinton to Cook. Cook, the sort of man who can retain possession. To McCready. Up comes Harris. Right. Norman Hunter. So just 5 minutes to go before the end. And Leeds United are 2-1 down after being a goal up. That's Cooper. Chelsea retreating to pack their penalty area. Gray. Obstruction. So another desperate situation. Charlton to Clark, to Giles. That's a desperate up and under. Gray. Oh, he should have taken his time on that one. That could be the last chance. The 15 minutes are up by our watch. It's injury time now between Chelsea and the Cup. And what an epic, memorable Cup final this has been. A great game at Wembley, a great game here. Chelsea coming from behind to win. Chelsea have won it. Chelsea have won it. And there's Webb getting mobbed, the scorer of the winning goal. And they're the Chelsea fans. The victorious Chelsea team. Full marks to a side that can come from behind and win. Especially against Leeds. All recriminations forgotten. The players swap shirts, the crowd cheer. And Ronnie Harris, who knows what it is to be a loser in a cup final, will now go up to receive the cup. There's Peter Osgood scored the first goal. The Leeds team have to come off the pitch. Billy Brenner in the background. There's Ron Harris being led up to receive the trophy from the chairman of the Football Association, Dr. Stephen. So, and Ron Harris, the brave Peter Bonetti. Johnny Hollins.